Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, judges, participants, and all of our guests to the Grill Master Showdown, the fourth and final episode of Grill Master Indonesia 2025. Can you take the heat? Let us begin with the biggest round of applause for our grand finale. So thank you so much. It's a pleasure for me, Nadia Mulya, to be your host for this amazing show. And we have now reached the end, the grand finale, where after hundreds of people competed, after 6 people came here and showed their skills, now we are left with 2 grand finalists. And one of them will be crowned the Grill Master Indonesia 2025 champion and also be a winner of the grand prize of 50 million rupiah. So a lot is at stake here, guys. So let me recap what we've been through the past 3 episodes. We had the burger challenge, we had the brisket challenge, we had the street food challenge, and I will tell you just a little bit later on what will be the final challenge. But this time it's going to be a whole nother level of skill and creativity and craftsmanship. So now, before that, I would like to thank our sponsors, Goreka, IBP Pork, Coca-Cola, Senior Food Solution, Indoguna, NX, and Diamond. And next up, they really don't need any more introduction, but I shall introduce them again anyway. We have Chef William Wongso as our panel of esteemed judges, Indonesia's most respected culinary ambassador with over 40 years of experience. And we have with us also Chef Roberto Fiorini, leading Casa Alba Ristorante and Inferno the Grill, and also Asia's best head chef voted by the World Luxury Restaurant Awards. And we have also Chef Sezai Sorlu with us. Looking dashing in pink, I must say. We're in salmon, we're competing here, right? Oh, salmon. He gave us a little bit of a clue of what to expect. Right, Chef Sezai Sorlu, as we know, is the founder and head chef of Turquoise and Warung Turki. And also Chef Vindex Tengker here with us as well. With over 30 years of experience, also known for his role as a judge on MasterChef Indonesia. And of course, give it up for Chef Werner Jason, owner of Jason Meats and executive chef at Hot Licks, Texas Barbecue. So, Chef Jason, I'm sure this grand finale, this challenge will be really up your alley. It's going to be something so close to your heart and to us also. But what about our contenders? What about our challengers? So, we are left now with 2 of the best chefs here. We have from Jakarta and from Bandung. For those of you supporting Jakarta, we have Chef Iman, professional cook with 3 years of cooking experience. Jakarta versus Bandung, Chef Gema Mahatma, also a professional cook with 7 years experience. Mau tahu dulu nih, supporternya Iman mana? Oke. Supporternya Gema mana? Masih sama nih. We will see between these 2 who will be crowned the Grill Master of Indonesia 2025 and bringing home 50 million rupiah worth of grand prizes. So, are you ready for the instruction for the final challenge?
Ready.
Right, so the grand finale now is surf and turf. You will be given, there's a selection of proteins to choose from. There's picanha, chicken, sausage, prawns, squid, and dory fish. You must choose 3. Only 3 proteins. Cook it yourself, ala Iman, ala Gema, with the surf and turf style. And also you need to showcase your technical mastery and also your creative flavor pairing. Do not forget also for the plating and the visuals. And do not forget to add carbs to your dish. Chefs, contestant, is this clear enough?
Yes.
Clear?
Clear.
And you have 90 minutes on the clock for your grand finale. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, your 90 minutes start in 3, 2, 1. Go, chef! Go, 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 go! Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm still here at Django's. We are at La Piazza Gafoy, Jalan Kelapa Gading Boulevard in Kelapa Gading. And behind me is the biggest grill in the whole of Indonesia, the Terminator. And it is rightly called so because it can grill up to 900 kilograms of meat. And some of the meat, the most requested menu is the Juicy Lucy, created by Chef Jason himself. So when you come here to Django's, make sure you try the Juicy Lucy. It is the best, hands down, burger in town. It is made of beef Wagyu brisket. The brisket, man, it's so amazing. Cheddar cheese and the magic Juicy Lucy sauce. So it's a must for you to try. But if you're trying to go vegan like me, we also have a lot of vegetarian or plant-based menus. We have the basil tofu, which I love. We have the corn ribs for the mains, and also we have the smoky ratatouille or pizza margarita. So there's a little bit for everybody right here in Django's. So I will see you here.
Gemma, what meat did you use?
Rib eye.
No, you had to use picanha. Sorry, we forgot to say.
A few informations coming up now just to make sure that both contestants are on par. They're doing the same kind of, they're having the same kind of ingredients to compare. So we'll see whether this deliberation between the judges will affect the result, because now they're on the same playing field. So this is just new information I just got, and I think it's fair enough. So we will see that both the contestants will show their skill using the picanha. This is interesting because both actually chose the exact same protein, the picanha.
No. He chose the ribeye. We asked to change.
You're correct. Now he has the picanha.
Because we asked to change to him.
Yeah.
Picanha and then?
Picanha and then the squid and the shrimp.
Oh,
so it's exactly
they're
the
both
same.
same.
Exactly the same. Okay, contestant, 45 minutes to go. Halfway. We have reached the halfway point. Okay, so I'm gonna ask now all of the judges, because Chef Roberto, I see how invested you are in all of our contestants. So if you could give one piece of advice to both of our finalists, what would it be?
So I think they gonna struggle with the sauce. In this case, then can combine with fish and meat, and then they don't have time to do the right sauce. Okay, one is working with chimichurri, which is pretty safe. The other one is doing the gravy, which is it doesn't have time ingredient to do it. To me, I'm gonna use some grilled vegetable to do the right sauce, to give the kick and to do the combination, because there are many vegetables that if you grill, you blend and you put something on it, can perfectly match with the fish and the meat.
Right, so
the sauce will be the key.
The sauce will be the key because you already have the protein being grilled, you have the vegetables.
Because they choose the same protein, they are not doing really sophisticated cooking. They're gonna use the grill. So if you grill everything, you put together, what's gonna make the difference is the sauce.
Okay, so the sauce will be the make or break.
Not the vegetable, yeah.
Right. Okay, thank you. And I know you have a lot of advices that you want to give to them, but
I just want to jump on it and out. Literally, jump and
That's
out.
why this is a competition. So we'll see, because I'm sure with everything being under this kind of pressure, it gives a whole new dimension to all of our contestants. So it's a process for them. So hopefully when they come out of this, it'll make them even better chefs.
It's just an experience. Everybody can learn from experience, right?
Correct, correct. Okay, thank you,
Thank you
Chef.
so much.
Thank you.
I think already it lives up to its name. It's really, can you handle the heat? It's really hot next to the grill, so it was really a very hot event. And also it's very nice to see all these participants really pushing their best way of they know. It was for some of them strange, but they come up on top on it. It was very nice experience. I think it's a very good addition for the cooking scene. Especially this is as being grill is the only one actually, so I'm looking forward for more to come for this with a better, more improved system of it, so we can make the contenders' life a little bit more difficult.
Chef Index. Jadi tadi udah tanya sama Chef Roberto because as chefs pastinya pengen memberikan input ya, insight based on your experience as well and being under pressure. Apalagi kan udah beberapa kali juga menjadi judge ya. So if there was another piece of advice that you would give them regarding not the cooking but how to handle pressure, what would it be?
I think in all the competition, it's always you got more pressure because of the time, and then everyone looking at you, and then also the equipment is not as convenient as you normally working in your own kitchen. So they have to be even more organized.
Yes.
First of all, they have to know what is available, what's the thing. You only have 2 stoves, you have 1 grill, what you need to do first, what you need to do after. So picking the right recipes for the right challenge is the best way, so you can organize better, because otherwise, like this one now, you see it.
Yeah, running all over the
Someone
place.
is cooking a bit too much for 3 plates, and this one, I don't know why, but he poached the prawn. Like, you know, he can do marinate it and just pan fried it. It tastes more better than poach, because this is going to be a hot main course, right?
Yeah.
So by poaching it, you first of all you're already making it right. Then I don't know what's he going to do with the prawn. But you know, it would be nice to marinate and then grill them,
so
and then have all the sauce. So the management of time and everything, I think this one they're gonna maybe grill it again. So it's double thing.
Double the time.
I think it's gonna make also the prawn a bit more dry. But let's see. There's different things can happen along the way when during this preparation to the end of the like 10 or 15 more minutes before its end.
Yeah.
That's the time where they have to do the plating. Otherwise, it'll be like scattered around.
What is the ideal time to have to plate?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes before final, you have to already plating it, because you need to put the thing, right? You need to have the sauce ready, the vegetable ready, and you need to put it on the plate, and that takes time.
They need to be warm all at the same time.
Yeah, you cannot be 5 minutes and then plating. That's already not right. You know?
So now it's already 40 minutes, so that means they have
30 minutes.
30
minutes to finish the
their
cooking, and then after that they need to start plating.
Okay.
So I like the way the spirit of the competitors. I like the judge, the organization. To me was we really handled the heat because it was pretty hot. So overall, I'm very satisfied. Yeah, I already give some suggestions, like the final competitors should be 3, not 2, so there is more competition on it. And then to put a minimal score for the winner, because today I was pretty disappointed with the performance. So at least if you don't do the right things, I give you one more chance to select a winner. Today was very tough to select the winner because we just selected the one was the best of the worst, which is not really what I'm expecting from them. That's the point. The other things was really well done.
Make sure presentation is very important. Do you think this is already as you want? Let's go. Are you ready, chef? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Hands up. Let's go. Let's present. Can we have a round of applause for our first contestant presenting his final dish to the chef. Oke, boleh foto dulu for Chef William Wongso. This is Iman's Surf and Turf. Iman, so dari awal you chose the picanha and then you chose the shrimp and also the squid, the prawns and the squid. Kenapa pilih itu langsung?
Karena pengalaman saya pribadi masak surf and turf hanya ini sih.
Oke, so this is based on familiarity.
Biasanya pakai tenderloin sih, kan? Karena ada challenge picanha ya. Saya coba
Pernah masak picanha sebelumnya?
grill pernah picanha.
Pernah, oke.
Can I know the translation? What did you ask to him?
I asked him why did he choose this menu because this is what he normally cooks before, but
You
normally
cook this one
not
where?
not picanha. Picanha this is he
Tenderloin.
Tender.
Where?
In the kitchen.
Ya.
What kitchen? Where?
Tempat yang sekarang ini.
Apa?
Tempat yang sekarang bekerja.
Ya.
The place that he works.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just cut it and then we go.
We
Yeah.
can check first. Chef William Wongso and Chef Jason is having their first bite of the picanha and of the squid. Chef Roberto.
Try.
Oke, akhirnya menggunakan saus apa? Because before the judges said, because both of you use the same protein, yang akan membedakan adalah sausnya. Kenapa dipilih gravy dan saus putih ini?
Kalau gravy saya pilih gravy biar aromanya ada red wine-nya. Terus untuk si prawnnya saya pakai thermidor.
Thermidor, oke.
Dan untuk squid saya pakai lemon butter.
Pakai apa?
Lemon butter.
Lemon butter for the squid. Oke, so 3 different sauces. And then untuk carbs-nya kentang ya.
Iya, potato fonda.
Okay, while we wait for the judges to have a try of every single protein here, the surf and the turf, we'll wait for the comments. Chef Index biasanya very concerned about portion. Is this a good portion for a surf and turf?
Yeah. Portionnya I think it's okay. Cuman I would expect a bit more fancier. Ini final. Harusnya bisa lebih. Ya, 90 menit itu lama, it's long. You're going too fast. Hasilnya harusnya bagus banget gitu.
Are you supposed to eat this one? Because after you cook, there is no connection between meat, fish, and the other things. It's just you cook and you put on the plate. So your suggestion how to eat? There is a way to eat. What to eat first? What to eat after? Or just random?
Ada ceritanya nggak mas? Cara makannya supaya ada hubungan nih antara semua makanannya. Sebaiknya.
Seperti ini sih sebenarnya kalau yang saya tahu sih seperti apa dicampur si fondantnya lalu sama seafoodnya.
Okay, so from his experience, this is what is expected of a surf and turf. You just mix everything together. You try a little bit of everything together.
Okay.
Chef William Wongso, Chef Jason, any comments?
Yeah, well, it's a personal thing again that we have this beautiful big plate and they cram everything into it. Like they only had a small plate. So when I like to use the entire canvas. It's like an artist has a big piece of canvas and he only paints the middle.
Yeah.
The rest is white. I don't see a cross flavoring between. It's like you cook the steak, you cook this, you cook that, and you put it on a plate. But there's no synergy between the seafood and the steaks. So I think you missed out on that one. You missed that.
Sama dengan Chef Roberto tadi, pengen mengharapkan lebih ada connection nih antara si dagingnya, antara seafoodnya juga. Chef William Wongso?
Not striking. It's very blunt. Everything tastes the same. The profile is not the dagingnya sama udang saus itu mesti agak hal yang kontras gitu. Tapi harmonis gitu. Jangan semuanya hampir sama.
I don't see the flavor standing out. Also, I'm surprised that it's actually tender because you slice it the wrong way. Picanha is the only meat when it's raw that you slice it with the grain, and the customer eats it across the grain. And then you cut off what gives the thing flavor. You cut off all the fat. All the fat's gone. You know.
But somehow it worked. It's tender.
I'm surprised that it's tender, but it's not. Doesn't have that flavor.
Yeah.
No flavor.
Surprisingly tender.
Surprisingly.
Jadi ini chef,
Me is not tender.
ketika chef memotong si picanha-nya, there's a different technique. Kami juga baru diinformasikan.
Mesti memanjang.
Memanjang, mengikuti.
Baru nanti makannya baru dipotong begini.
Mengikuti serat. Sama para judges tadi ketika kamu buang fatnya tuh mereka yang kaget gitu loh. So maybe ini juga bisa menjadi masukan ya buat chef kalau picanha itu is very flavorful. Jadi memang diikutin aja caranya memotong sesuai dengan seratnya dan fatnya jangan dibuang. But you manage dengan cara potong ala kamu ternyata masih tender.
Kalau picanha ini harusnya potongnya tidak kayak biasanya cross, tapi harusnya mengikuti grill. Nanti setelah itu orang yang makan baru dia potong. Jadi semua bagian akan tender dan biasanya fatnya nggak dibuang. Karena fatnya itu yang bikin flavor. Nah, kok di sini tendernya dapat ya, surprisingly dapat, tapi not enough flavor into the ininya. Terus seperti tadi bilang, you just grill, tapi korelasi flavornya jadi nggak dapat gitu. Surf and turf itu dua ini yang berbeda, tapi kalau dimakan tuh bisa make a nice harmony. Ini sausnya kok cuma di grill gitu doang, termidornya kurang, rasanya nggak ada rasa yang powerful juga, sausnya not enough gitu. Kalau kok nggak ada gravy, kok harus pikirin yang lain gitu, bikin Hollandaise kayak gitu ya. A lot of things you can do gitu dengan ini gitu. Jadi kayaknya agak konsep surf and turf-nya tuh kok nggak dapet gitu. Ini kayak kind of like a mixed platter. It's not surf and turf gitu.
Iman, the point is you played too safe. You played really too safe. You didn't try to, not even go close to the line to cross. Not even go close. You play very safe, very biasa. And then I have a question. What gives the flavor, the taste to this plate can be the sauce, right? But the sauce was too liquid. You had time to finish properly, no? And you didn't finish. And why you don't serve on top? So every bite have a taste, right? Because the vinegar that you put on the sauce actually can make the difference, but you didn't use.
Jadi mungkin next time dengan waktu kan sekarang udah tahu ya teknik untuk picanha beda. Sama untuk waktu maybe next time lebih tenang. We still have, let's see, 11 minutes left. Maybe you could have spent more time on the sauce.
You can take your time to do the sauce.
Not on the meat because a little overcooked. Tapi untuk sauce-nya mungkin bisa
It's overcooked because it cooked too early and rest too long.
Strategi waktu ya.
Can I say something? You have the whole piece of meat, not cut yet. Why you cut too thin? You cut thicker. Okay, you wrong that way, yeah. But you cut thicker and you can play better, no, with the crispness and the juice inside. Right or not?
Jadi ini apa namanya tadi kita lihat yang Chef Roberto bilang itu you main terlalu aman. You udah di final tapi nggak mau dorong untuk benar-benar yang lebih bagus. Jadi kan masing-masing dimasak, ditaruh di piring tapi kenalnya nggak ada. Jadi tetangga tanpa kenal, belum kenal ini tetangga. You kan udah bakar apa namanya seafoodnya. Itu kan kalau bisa tambah butter, tambah roasted garlic, roasted something bisa yang kan adanya di sini. Bisa tambah. Ini kan surf and turf bukan cuma daging. You ambil yang brokoli, ya. Jadi butternya kita nggak dapat dari seafood, kita cuma dapat yang daging Dan sosnya juga tadi Chef Roberto bilang sedikit dan nggak taruh di atas. Cara potong daging segala udah mereka udah kasih tahu. Kamu terlalu buru-buru untuk masak. Padahal kalau you ambil berapa pieces ekstra udang, kepalanya digoreng dikit sama minyaknya, disote dikit biar keluarin rasa-rasa yang kulit seafood. Dari sana you tambah garlicnya, ada rosemary-nya. Rosemary-nya kamu nggak disote sama lautnya. Cuman taruh di atas bakar. Itu kita bilang buat show off aja. Jadi nggak ada guna rasa buat yang kita kalau sebagai chef, kalau apa aja taruh di piring kan harus memanfaatkan. Ya. Jadi karena di final harus benar-benar lebih pikirnya lebih luas, ya, harus pikirnya lebih luas dan lebih teliti. Ya, saya makan karena lapar, tapi saya nggak mungkin ke restoran dan habisin duit saya untuk dish. Dan ini isinya mahal banget ya. Ini jumbo prawn, bukan king ya, jumbo. Saya nggak mau habisin duit cuma untuk biasa karena harganya luar biasa.
Can I say something? So this one look like, I'm in buffet, I take one prawn, one calamari, one piece of meat, I put the sauce by myself, it's done. You understand? There is no concept in this. This is maybe how you have to learn how to think. This picanha, you have 1 hour and a half, right? You can even cook the whole picanha on the grill. The whole picanha. You rub with some nice spices and you put on the grill. You understand? So you have to think about the concept of what you are doing. The concept. There is no concept, there is no idea, there is no soul. I think my daughter can do the same. Maybe not that good, but the idea can do the same. And my daughter is biologist, is not a chef, so I didn't expect that she can cook. Understand?
Chef Ivan, a lot of advice to take in because again ini adalah the final. This is the grand final of the competition, so very high expectation. But all the judges here are on your side. They're giving you all of this because they see the potential. They want you to evolve from this. So take all of those in, diresapi dulu, diungkep dulu semua komentar-komentarnya, and then it's not over yet. We still haven't seen the creation from Chef Gemma. But we appreciate, we applaud your effort here, and hopefully this journey will make you an even better chef ke depannya. You're still very young, still a lot to look forward to. So thank you so much.
If you want to make fall in love your girlfriend by food, you're gonna serve this kind of thing? This one?
Harus masak dengan cinta. Masaknya apa kira-kira? Jangan ngomong mie instan.
Gampang sih kalau istri masak.
Oh.
Masakan Indonesia aja yang biasa.
Simple, homemade Indonesian food from the heart.
Okay. From the heart, right?
Yang penting dari
That's what I
hati.
mean.
Yes, sir.
Penting dari hati.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, with 3 minutes left on the clock. Oke, boleh foto dulu, Chef Gemma.
Emma, nih, explain.
Okay, first of all, I feel very sorry for myself because I cannot push better. I really have some trouble of thinking at the beginning. So the beef, the seafood, I cover it with the chimichurri, and I put some roasted garlic and onion there. All the grill is only using salt, pepper, and olive oil. That's it. And the potato, I'm doing the wedges potato boiled with garlic and rosemary, thyme, and pan fried with some butter. And just for additional, just some grilled corn. That's it.
You didn't cut the meat?
I cut the meat, but I know it's the wrong way.
No, I mean you didn't cut the meat.
Oh no no
for us.
no no no.
How did you know that you cut it the wrong way, Chef Gemma?
Yeah, there's a line. Every chef know it, but that's what I did the best from the meat.
No, if you know you didn't cut in the proper way, that's really bad things. It's better you say you don't know, you listen to us. It's better because like this, you don't look smart, huh?
Okay, so
But I tried to use the best part of it.
Because you were nervous or what?
Yes. Because I was thinking ribeye at the first time, and then yeah, that's my bad. I didn't hear the instruction maybe. So yeah, I need to think again.
Well, here's a perfect example. When you take picanha and you don't cut it raw with the grain, it's inedible. I can't eat this. So tough. I need to go to the dentist tomorrow if I try to eat this. It's terrible. It's a shame.
Can I know how did you make the chimichurri?
I chopped some parsley, garlic, paprika, and onion. And I put some olive oil and salt and pepper,
Parsley, garlic.
paprika, onion,
No paprika.
lemon.
Onionnya onion biasa.
Oh yeah, white onion.
White onion.
White onion.
From where did you learn to do the chimichurri?
It was we do it in the Fong kitchen before.
Like this, in this way.
Yes, that way
With paprika.
with paprika.
Yeah, interesting, huh?
The red
And
one.
with white onion.
It's like street punk. What do you want me to do with this garlic? This whole clove of garlic, which is burned on the bottom. What do you
Yes,
want me to do
supposed to
with that?
Supposed to be not that burned.
No, even if it's not burned, what does the customer do with a whole clove of garlic?
Just it's like a mesh garlic. It's very soft garlic.
Oh, I
And then
know.
Put it on the.
Then I would squeeze it out for the customer.
Yeah.
You can squeeze this out over the steak like butter.
Yeah.
There you go, let me show you. See? See? But you don't want to serve this whole thing.
Gampang. Pokoknya, I mean the concept is basically, I know it's a freestyle ya, tapi nggak dipikirin cara guest makannya gitu. Ini pertama whole aja gitu, nggak dipotong. Terus ini tidak kok slice supaya looks nice gitu presentationnya. Ini juga guestnya disuruh kupas sendiri, ada udangnya gitu. Just leave it whole gitu ya. Sama chimichurri-nya juga, I think it's a wrong chimichurri. I don't know why you look like a salsa kind of things dan daripada chimichurri gitu ya. Jadi kau mesti tahu konsep chimichurri-nya dulu sebelum kau bisa saying that gitu. Terus dari kita lihat itu memang kau confused in the beginning, we can see gitu ya. Terus you cooking too many for only 3 plates. Gitu. You only give 3 di sini. But you cooking, I think for the whole team, the crew, production, for the potato sama yang lainnya gitu.
It's not gonna make the difference now.
Ini pikanya jadi karena kau potong tipis kayak gitu, jadi enak dimakannya. Ini juga karena salah potong otomatis jadinya keras juga dia gitu.
I don't understand. You were there waiting. Why you didn't cut the picanha for us? Because it's the wrong cut. But if you cut thin, you still can get advantage. You let us to cut with this knife, chunk like that. The way it's cooked is even better than the other one, but
Ya.
it's harder.
Yeah, it's harder because he didn't slice it after he cooked it, so the meat
Exactly.
shrink, but it didn't.
Maybe didn't rest enough as well.
Chef Willy Wongso, ada any inputs for Chef Gemma?
Aku rasa dagingnya, the way you cut is mistake. And di garlic, kalau mau kasih orang makan mesti dibelah 2 gitu. Ini susah bukanya. The prawn is okay, well cooked. Presentation not bad. Chimichurri memang is first time I know that pakai paprika. Ini nggak pakai mint juga.
Enggak.
Mau bikin green chili sambal kehalusan, chimichurri-nya malah kasar. Harusnya chimichurri-nya lebih halus, lebih smooth gitu ya. Dengan flavornya yang ada mintnya, ada ininya. Kalau nggak jangan bikin itu gitu maksudnya gitu. Jadi you need to see. Terus konsep serve and serve itu lain dengan grill mix platter gitu. ini kayak grilled meat splatter gitu, nggak kelihatan surf and turf-nya gitu. Surf and turf itu dua kombinasi yang has to be a nice combination of each, tapi when you eat it together, it blends gitu, it harmonizes the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay, Gama, the concept is completely wrong. It's completely wrong. There is no idea, and the technique that you use is not the right technique for the sauce. How you cook the meat, and also the prawns was okay. The calamari not really. So to me there is a lot of mistake in the presentation. Why you use this plate again?
Just do
We have the nice round plate. Use it, no? And then see, you put corn, potato. Where is your creativity here? Where is your creativity? There is nothing, no creativity, no effort. No effort. I give you some idea, a stupid idea. When I saw that you take the red pepper, I thought that you're gonna grill burn and blend it and use as a sauce. Understand? Then match with the chimichurri, with the fish, with everything. Or you can use the onion, you can use the red pepper to wrap the fish or to wrap the meat and the fish together. Something, just put creativity. This is, guys, really. If it's me, I don't give the money to anyone. It's not this is the way. I'm sorry, huh?
It's okay, chef. I get it.
Again, a little creativity. Maybe the lobster, you slice the meat, lobster, lobster. A nice hollandaise sauce over the top or something like that. There's no creativity. As a customer, I would have trouble eating this corn. See, what do you want me to do?
How do you suppose me to eat? Using my hand?
Yes.
It's the only way you can eat it.
That's the only way you can.
Exactly.
How do we share? You want one bite? How do we share? Tell me.
Well,
Chef Gemma, thank you so much for your effort. But again, this is that level of the competition where it's not just the technique, but the chefs are looking for something really out of the box. Unfortunately, from the two contestants, we didn't get that yet. So they will be doing deliberation first based on what is presented. But we applaud you for your efforts. Thank you so much. This is a journey.
thank you, chef.
Hopefully this will take your cooking to a whole nother level.
Yes, of course, chef. Yeah, of course, chef.
Okay, so now two of the finalists, they have presented their dish. The judges already gave all of their inputs, and now let them deliberate, and we will see who will be the winner for the first season of Grill Master Indonesia 2025.
The final, I think it was how to say it in a most convenient way. It wasn't enough challenging, to be very honest. I think we need more challenging. We need to make their life a little bit more difficult by arranging a few things, and that's why I think the next Master Grill is going to be another beautiful event, but it's going to be much more exciting and much more challenging. So it was very nice event to come with, and it was very nice. Thank you to the Django's team. Yeah, Mr. Vivek, Mr. Marcos, Mr. Saga, they all did a great job, and Frank as well. So I'm really looking forward for the next event, and it's going to be very, very exciting.
We have reached the end of Grill Master Indonesia 2025, where we will announce the winner of Season 1. Can we begin first with a big round of applause, please? So after 4 amazing challenges, where there were over 100 people participating first, 6 people were selected as the finalists, 2 as the grand finalists, and now we will announce who will be crowned Grill Master Indonesia 2025 Season 1. Will it be Iman from Jakarta or Gemma from Bandung? And now, beforehand, we would like to thank all of our amazing judges. Thank you so much for joining us from the very first challenge all through to the Grill Showdown, the Surf and Turf. And now it gives me great pleasure to hand the mic to Chef William Wongso to announce the winner of the first prize of the 50 million rupiah cash money and also the title of Grill Master Indonesia 2025. Silakan, Chef.
Ini sekarang kan cukup banyak yang nonton di sini. Saya bikin voting dulu nih. Siapa yang angkat tangan merasa Iman yang menang? Coba berapa orang? Berapa? Loh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5. Siapa yang merasa Gema yang menang? Wih, waduh, ini sama. Wah, 50 sama 20 dibagi 2 nih ceritanya. Saya umumkan yang mengantongi 50 juta adalah Iman. Jadi sisanya udah tahu siapa yang dapat. Selamat Iman. Selamat Gema. Thank you Nadia.
Thank you so much, Chef William Wongso. Thank you so much, Chef. Boleh Mas Iman, boleh kesini berikan tepuk tangan lagi for Grill Master Indonesia 2025. Silakan. 50 juta rupiah untuk pemenang kita yang pertama. Wow! Oke, thank you, congratulations Chef Iman dan Chef Gema tentunya. Tidak pulang dengan tangan kosong because you will be rewarded with 25 million rupiah. Chef Jason, will you kindly give? Oke, come on. Boleh ke tengah, Chef Gema, silakan. Yeay. Okay, so there you have it, everybody. We just watched the crowning of Grill Master Indonesia 2025. So obviously, Iman can handle the heat. Can you handle the heat? We will see you in the next season of Grill Master Indonesia 2025.